What's up, everybody? How you doing? How you doing? Guess what time it is, man? Time for the weekly forecast. Mm-hmm. Weekly forecast time for all my signs of the zodiac. Let's get some good vibes in the air here. I still don't have any special announcements to make, man. Not really. We're just trucking along on this new timeline. The new timeline of Aquarius season 2025. Welcome to the age of Aquarius, and happy birthday to my Aquarians. For those of you who don't know, I'm an Aquarius as well. February 5th, I'll be 37. I'm getting old, man. I'm now officially creeping into my late 30s. Getting one step closer to the big 4-0. I tell you what, though, man, ever since I hit age 30, my life has never been the same. Since I ended up obtaining this career, and you guys who have been with me the whole step of the way, it's been an amazing journey, y'all. It's been fun, dude. Wouldn't change it for nothing in the world. I hope my 40s are just as badass, if not better, than my 30s. You never know, though, man. Anyway, all right, so let's just go ahead and jump right into this. For those of you in need of a personal reading, all the information is in the description of this video. All right, Aries. Let's see what messages we have for the Aries family. Please give me some rainbows and unicorns, Aries. I'm honestly not in the mood to read a bunch of negative shit tonight, man. I don't have the energy for it. But you know me, man. If it comes out, I'm gonna fucking read it. All right, what do we got for Aries? All right, one last shuffle, one last one. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got here. Okay, well, this is weird. So this feels like, honestly, for some of you, I hate to just jump straight into this, but it kind of feels like some of you have already been on and off with this person. I know that's not all of you, though. But there's definitely unfinished business here, or a feeling of unfinished business. The person that you're dealing with, I do think they want to be with you, though. The person you're dealing with, they know that if they was to actually get on the same page with you, that you all could have something fucking amazing. I think they're too up in their ego. They're too up in their ego to cooperate with you on this particular soul contract here. I kind of feel like this person might be a little bit materialistic, surface level, this person lives life on the surface. But deep, deep down inside, honestly, I think the idea that they may never see you again kind of scares the hell out of this person. And you probably intimidate the shit out of them, too. And you know what? You know this intuitively, don't you? You know this. You might be kind of going back and forth in your mind, wondering whether or not your intuition is on point and this person actually cares, or if it's just wishful thinking. No, your intuition is on point. You know that this person cares a lot more than they're letting on. A whole lot more. A lot more. Man, this is a real strong connection. Real strong. I'm not going into soul contracts here, but I'll tell you what. I haven't gotten this question in years, to be honest with you. But if you were to come to me and ask me, is this person my twin flame? There's only one card that I will accept as the answer yes to that question. And that is the Lover's card in the upright. Am I saying this person is your twin flame? No. Maybe it is for some of you, but whether it is or it isn't, this connection is up there in intensity with twin flame connections and some of the most intense connections that you can possibly deal with. But this person's all up in their ego. All up in their ego, doing a real good job at pretending they don't give a shit. But boy, they do. They do. Could be a fixed sign for some of you, specifically Taurus. Well, speaking of which, let's see what signs I have here. I have Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Scorpio. Those are the major arcana. Minor arcana, I have Taurus, Leo. Oh, I got an Aries card. Could be a fellow Aries for some of you. Let's get the advice for this situation. What's the best advice for Aries? Ooh, Ace of Pentacles reversed. Well, it shouldn't really be up to you. Honestly, if this person wants to talk to you like a mature adult, they should be able to come to you like a mature adult. If they're too immature to truly express how they really genuinely feel, is that somebody you really need in your life? If they're too immature to express their genuine feelings? This is saying explore other options and move on from this. That's what this is saying. Queen of Swords, swim to the surface, pop your head above the water, and get some air so you can think clearly. Okay? Don't let your emotions get in the way of this decision. All right. Okay, that was kind of weird. Let me clear the air a little bit here. I can already feel we're pulling in some heavy energy here tonight, so just as a precautionary measure, hang on, I'm gonna open my window real quick. Hopefully, I can keep my window open without my fucking neighbors making a bunch of noise. All right, let's switch gears now. Let's see what we got for Taurus. Once I get a good old cloud in the air here. There we go. All right, Taurus. What are the messages for the Taurus family for the week? Woohoo! Ace of Wands, though. Hang on. Ooh, the High Priestess. Some of you dealing with a Cancer. Kind of feels to me like this is somebody you're waiting on communication from. Yup. I feel like you're kind of waiting. You're waiting on something. This feels, a lot of you, this feels like somebody you're waiting on communication from. Now, I think this person is doing things to try to get your attention, you know, like posting things directed towards you, little shit like that, but they don't really know how to communicate to you. Not really. Honestly, I can't really steer around this. This feels like a past person, honestly. This is very heavy past energy. Very heavy past energy. For those of you not inquiring about a past person, I think the only thing that this could mean right here is you're dealing with somebody who is a horrible communicator and not a very honest communicator either. But yeah, I think this is past energy. And you feel it deep down in your bones that this person is going to reach out to you at any given time. Now, I don't think that your intuitive feeling is inaccurate, but when it all comes down to it, I think this person probably on a daily or weekly basis starts to reach out to you and then they delete it. They don't know how to start a conversation with you. They don't know how to break the ice with you. You see what I'm saying? They're too afraid to come forward. Too afraid. All right. Well, I don't think this person has had very much luck trying to replace you. Not really. Not allowed to spy on the close personal details of their personal private life, but their love life has not been going very successful. That's all I can really say about that. And that's about it. Let's get the advice. What's the advice for Taurus? What is the advice? Woohoo! Ace of Swords. Well, if you want communication anytime soon, it's probably going to have to be you that initiates it. Just straight up. If you're waiting on them to communicate to you, but monitor your vibration, monitor your frequency, okay? Now, I can't stress enough how important it is to monitor your frequency with anybody you connect with. You should never, ever have to question your self-worth, have to question whether or not you're good enough, whether or not you're attractive enough. You should never have to question your self-worth as a direct result of somebody you're connected to. Period. So if you want to gain clarity from this person, you're probably going to have to try to dig for clarity, honestly. But this right here is telling me that beyond this person, there is somebody else. If you could rise up out of the vibration that attracted you to this person, you could attract something in that'll make you look back on this person and laugh. I know some people get confused when I say that sometimes. And honestly, it's really, really complex, okay? What we're talking about is different frequencies that you're tuned into, okay? Just like you're a radio. Right now, you're tuned into 93.1, okay? 93.1 is the frequency that you're tuned into, and it's the frequency this person's tuned into. If you tune into 98.9, you could attract a person and it makes you look back on this person and laugh. I actually honestly think you do have blessings waiting for you. But being energetically tied to this person is blocking that from coming in. Seriously. So I'm not going to say do or don't reach out to this person. But I will say that it needs to be released. Because if you don't release it, you're going to be lingering in this limbo with a question mark hanging above your head all of 2025. Okay? So whatever it takes, whether you got to reach out to them, whatever it takes, this is going to have to be released because it's blocking your blessings. Okay? All right, Gemini. What are the messages for the Gemini family? What are the messages for the Gemini family? Universe. Ooh, Ace of Wands reversed. Okay, woo. This looks like drama and conflict. Has drama and conflict popped off between the two of you already? Or can you just feel that it's lingering? This feels like conflict, I ain't gonna lie. And honestly, it kind of feels to me like you don't even really have the strength left to keep fucking with this situation. There it fucking goes. Hang on a second. God damn it. I can never, ever, ever get through my work with my window open. Ever. Right outside my window is my neighbor's driveway. And right across the street is a neighbor with a loud ass fucking dog. So, anyway, All right, so some of you dealing with a Pisces, possibly. I just don't even really think you have the energetic or emotional strength to even hold on to this situation anymore. It don't look like it. You're either throwing in the white towel willingly, or it's just happening by default because you don't even really have the strength to hold on to this anymore. Not really. Now, the person you're dealing with, on the other hand, does keep a very close eye on you. I don't know if you all are in communication or not, but even if you are in communication, they spend more time spying on what you're doing than they do actually talking to you. Which tells me that they don't really trust you. With the Knight of Swords reversed, Queen of Wands reversed, and Queen of Cups reversed, this person don't even trust you. They don't even trust you. Now, I'm not going to get into why they don't trust you. Not going to get into that, okay? You know why they don't trust you. It's either your problem or it's theirs. Which one is it? If you did something, you know what you did. If you didn't do nothing, then you know you didn't do nothing. Either way, that energy is like a cancer to a connection. It will destroy it. It will destroy it. Good God, man. Heavy energies already, dude. Devil card. Could be a Capricorn for some of you. You also have Cancer, Leo, Libra, and Aquarius. Let's get the advice for Gemini. I'm not going to lie, I didn't even understand that spread. Hopefully you did. That didn't make no goddamn sense to me. What's the advice? What's the advice for Gemini? Woohoo! Two of Cups. Hold up. Hold up. Two of Cups. Justice. Oh, okay. All right. So, I know this is hard, but the best thing that you can do is release this situation and let the universe deal with it. Okay? Now, I do not like to use the word karma to describe the universal law of what goes around comes around. That is one of my biggest fucking pet peeves. Okay? I don't know where people in the spiritual community came up with this idea that there's this little invisible superhero named Captain Karma who goes around kicking people's asses just because you believe they deserve it. That's not the way it works. The universal law of what goes around comes around means the vibrations that you are emitting are handed back to you. That's all it means. That's all it means. It's a default setting in this game. There is no judgment, there are no punishments, and there are no rewards. I know we wish there were. Oh, dude, you know we wish there were. Fuck, I wish there was. But it ain't. It's a default setting in this game. So when somebody like them is going around doing the shit that they're doing, talking shit, spreading rumors, throwing hate, trying to drag your name through the dirt, they are emitting very negative, nasty frequencies. You don't have to do nothing because that energy is going to come right back to them. It's going to come right back to them. But guess what? If you exchange energy with them, then the energy is going to come back to you too. That's why you got to be real picky and choosy. I know how fucking annoying it is when people are spreading lies about you. Trust me, I know how annoying that is. But the best thing you can do is be quiet. Step back and be quiet. The universe will defend you. You don't have to defend yourself. You just got to be patient. I know it's annoying. People believe in lies about you and rumors and shit like that. But be quiet. Because if you get in there and start exchanging energy, you run the risk of that energy coming back and hitting you, and then they win. If you can trust the universe, be quiet, step back, let people say what they want to say, let people think what they want to think. I know you have to go through this annoying, frustrating period there for a little bit, but it's going to come back and hit them. Okay? Be careful how you choose to exchange energy with this situation. Be very careful, okay? All right. Cancer. Cancer. What are the messages for the Cancerian collective for the week? Isn't this the last week of January? Yeah, it's the last week of January. All right. What are the messages for Cancer for the last week of January? We got that Five of Pentacles reversed there. Somebody might be breaking the silence. Ooh, Seven of Swords, though. Uh-oh. Be careful. I think somebody breaking the silence. Somebody breaking the silence. And don't get it twisted. Ain't nothing random about this. Okay? So this person may show up in your inbox acting like it's totally random, you know? Or they might bump into you out in public somewhere. Somewhere that it's no secret that you go there, you know? You know, they might bump into you at the grocery store that you always shop at, or the gas station that you always stop at to get gas, you know, something like that. There ain't nothing random about this. I think this person is planning to cross paths with you. Seven of Swords. It doesn't look like they're coming forward with pure intentions. Let's just put it that way. But you know what? I think you know this. I think you know this. You ain't stupid. It honestly feels to me, and this is weird, I think it's weird when you see a water sign with this energy right here. Because when a water sign gets to the point where all of your emotions have drained dry for this situation, that means they done a number on you, didn't it? They done a number on you. You don't even have any emotion left to give this person. What fucking Cancer doesn't have emotion to give someone? A Cancer that's been fucking rung through the ringer, right? So, you know this, man. You have swam to the surface and popped your head above the water, and you've been getting some air so you can think clearly. So I don't really think this person's little game is going to work on you. Page of Wands. I love how this is one of my favorite decks, honestly. This was one of the first decks that I ever got, back in 2018. And I love the way it's depicted. The Page of Wands is depicted with a fox. You know how sly, slick, and sneaky, and rambunctious, and shady little foxes are? That's the energy this person's bringing to the table. And the Seven of Swords, she kind of indicates that, you know, she's got that wolf mask on there. So, okay. Some of you dealt with a Sagittarius, possibly. And that's all I got here. All right. Well, let's get the advice. What's the advice for Cancer? What's the advice? Advice for Cancer. What's the advice? Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Ooh, Six of Cups reversed, though. World card reversed. Have you been on and off with this person? Anytime you hear me say that, well, not every time. 9 times out of 10. 9 times out of 10, when I say on and off, the world card reverse is in the spread. So this is telling me, okay, I'm going to divide you all up into groups, okay? Group A and Group B. Group A has been on and off with this person, okay? Y'all have done this a couple of times before. Group B has not been on and off with this person. Okay, Group A. You think anything's going to change? I've personally, now this is just me as just a regular person, okay? I'm not even talking about my tarot career. I'm talking about just my personal life. I've never personally witnessed an on and off relationship turn on, stay on, and then become thriving and successful. I've never personally witnessed that. I'm not saying it's never happened. I'm sure it has. And I'm not saying that it can't happen. I've never seen it happen, though. I never have. Anytime I've ever seen two people going on and off, it stays on and off. On and off and 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 on and off. Same thing, just like a merry-go-round. Same thing. Now, if you haven't been on and off with this person yet, I'm going to say this. I believe in second chances. I believe in that. Like I said, it's possible. It is possible that we could come back together and reconcile this. But I'm just going to say this. Be very, very, very picky and choosy how many chances you give this person. How many times does a person have to show you who they are before you realize who they are? That's an open-ended question. Open-ended. How many times? How many times? If they do it once, okay. You do it again, okay. That wasn't a mistake, that was a choice. You do it a fucking third time, okay. No, you've shown me who you are. 3 times, you've shown me who you are. That's just the way I see it. But just be thinking about that, okay? All right, Leo. Leo. Mm-hmm. Leo. Mm-hmm. What are the messages for the Leo family? 2 more shuffles, 2 more. Boom! Temperance. Some of you are dealing with a Sagittarius, possibly. Okay. Damn it, man. Past energy. Every time, like clockwork. So I'm actually seeing a couple of different energies here. I'm seeing past energy and new energy. Both of them. I feel like you're connecting with somebody new, but somebody from the past is watching the whole damn thing. I'm feeling like something new is coming in, like with the quickness. With the quickness. And somebody from the past is patiently waiting for it to come to an end. Patiently waiting. I don't know if you've just recently connected with this person or if it's coming right around the corner. But there's somebody from the past watching the whole thing, waiting patiently for it to come to an end. I don't know why they're so convinced that it's going to come to an end. And I don't know what they're planning on doing after it comes to an end. I don't even think they know. Honestly, it just kind of feels like they're being a little bit nosy to me. That's what that feels like to me. Some of you dealt with a Virgo. I also have 2 Cancer cards here, Scorpio and Sagittarius. Could be a fellow Leo for some of you. All right. Well, that's about all that's telling me there. Let's get the advice for Leo. What's the advice? What's the advice for the Leo family? Boom, 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 boom. Ooh, 8 of coins. Strength card reversed. Well, this doesn't leave me with a lot of wiggle room here, y'all. It really don't. It really don't. The only thing I can say is give the past person a show to watch. Give them a show to watch. Oh, you want to watch me? Okay, I'll give you something to watch then. Use it as motivation. Dude, I don't know about you, but it motivates the shit out of me knowing that somebody's watching me and hoping that I fail. It motivates the fuck out of me, dude. Use it as motivation. Oh, you want to see me fail? Okay. All right. All eyes on me, right? But this is going to have to eventually end up being transmuted at some point. It is. Because my concern, here's the thing that it's not telling me. If something was to happen between you and this new person that you're connecting with, is this person going to use that as an excuse to slither their way back into your life? That's the question. And it's not telling me that. It's not telling me that. Here's what I'll say. Don't let a new relationship distract you from past healing that needs to be done. And definitely don't jump into a relationship with the sole purpose of distracting yourself from a past relationship. Okay? Thank you, Kathy, for the super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you. All right, Virgo. 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 What are the messages for the Virgo family? Uh-oh, Tower card reversed. You know what that looks like to me? That looks like reconciliation energy right there, though. Ooh, you got that Ten of Pentacles, though. But the Ten of Cups is reversed. King of Cups, King of Wands reversed. Okay, Seven of Swords. Wow. A lot of back and forth push-pull energy here. I'm feeling like a reconciliation attempt is coming in. With the Death card and the Tower card both reversed. But here's the thing. Like I said, we got all this back and forth. Ten of Pentacles upright, Ten of Cups reversed. King of Cups upright, King of Wands reversed. Seven of Swords, Two of Cups. So you are highly, highly, highly suspicious that you may not be able to trust this person. A lot of unhealed heartbreak and whatnot from the past. A lot of it. A whole lot of it. So connecting with this person throws you way off balance. I think just simply being around this person. You don't even have to open up their fucking message. As soon as your inbox dings and you see their name, that throws you into a fucking panic attack. Okay. Some of you dealt with an Aquarius. I also have Leo, Scorpio, and Sagittarius here. You got Taurus there. Okay. Well, it's telling me reconciliation attempt, but the energy is messy. Messy, messy, messy. All right, let's get the advice then. What's the advice? Advice for Virgo. Two of Wands reversed. Okay. See all this back and forth shit right here, dude. Look. Emperor upright, Empress reversed. So, look. Two of Swords and Two of Wands both reversed. There has to be a solid, clear, unequivocal decision for the both of you to reconcile this. There should not be any confusion, doubt, or fear. I would set a time frame if I was you. I know I say this a lot, but this is important, dude. I would set a time frame. You reconnect with somebody, how long should I be swallowed up by confusion, doubt, and fear? How long should that energy be there? I don't even care why it's there. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're intuitively picking up on the fact that something's fucking off about this person, or if you all are just such a vibrational mismatch that you are incapable of picking up what they're putting down. Or if you're just so unhealed, traumatized, and broken still that the lens through which you're viewing this person is so cracked and broken that you can't pick up what they're putting down. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter why. Doesn't matter why. It does not matter why that energy is there. It shouldn't be there. Doubt, fear, confusion, uncertainty should not be there. So monitor your vibration, monitor your frequency. Telling you, because if that energy remains, well, then the outcome is going to manifest the same. Going to manifest the same outcome. The primary law is the law of vibration, and the secondary law is the law of attraction. The energy that you bring to the table when you connect with a person is the energy that's going to manifest into reality. So if you're bringing confusion, doubt, and fear to the table, confusion, doubt, and fear is going to manifest. Okay? All right. Libra. Libra, Libra. Mm-hmm. Libra, Libra. Boom, boom, boom. Oh. Some of you dealing with a professional victim, huh? Some of you dealing with somebody that loves to pull on your heartstrings and throw pity parties, huh? Hang on. Hold up. Oh, the Fool card. King of Wands reversed. All right, so I'm thinking you and whoever this is you're dealing with are going to attempt to clear the air. You're going to attempt to clear the air. But there's a lot of tension here. You don't have the brightest outlook on this situation. Not really. And it feels like past energy. Feels like you have some sort of past history with this person. And it's probably, a past history of disappointment. Some of you dealt with an Aquarius, possibly. Also have Aries and Sagittarius here. So you're being patient, trying to hang in there, seeing if you all can clear out this energetic pathway. But it just feels like you're dealing with somebody that's too much of a victim, dude. It's too much of a victim. No matter what happens, they're the victim. No matter what goes wrong, it's always your fault. Even if they went and cheated on you, it's your fault. You made them do it, right? Eight of Cups reversed. What's with all the reconciliation energy this week, man? Okay. I'm seeing lots of reconciliation energy happening here. Reconciliation attempt. I always have to highlight that word, attempt. You know what it might end up turning into, though? It might not end up turning into a reconciliation at all. If anything, you know what it's probably going to turn into? Closure. Closure. You're probably going to take it upon yourself to go ahead and close this cycle out. Even those of you who actually think you want to be with this person. I know there's a few of you who right now are really thinking, I know it's not all of you, but there's a few of you really thinking you still want to be with this person. Wait until they bring this energy to the table. Wait until they come back playing their same old fucking game. The universe is pulling the blindfold off of your eyes. And you're instantly going numb to this situation. You're instantly seeing it for what it really is. And I just think that you're going to go ahead and pass on this opportunity and close this out. Okay, let's get the advice. What is the advice? What's the advice for Libra? Whoops, whoops. What's the advice? Boom, 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 boom. Ooh, Page of Swords reversed. Okay. All right, I haven't given this advice in a minute. Okay, there's that Five of Pentacles again. First of all, don't let nobody play with your emotions. If you reconnect with somebody, especially a past person, and they immediately go straight for your feelings, that's a red flag. The first thing they do is try to get you to feel sorry for them. Right off the rip, right off the rip. That's a red flag. Right straight off the rip. We ain't talked in however long, and the first thing you gonna do is try to throw some boo-hoo pity party shit at me. Not to downplay anything that somebody's going through, but I'm gonna tell you what, if me and you was close at one point and then we fell out, we fell the fuck out on bad terms, and I try to come back into your life, the last fucking thing I'm gonna talk about is my problems. I'm not gonna have the balls to come back into your life and just try to dump my problems off onto you. That is some really self-centered shit right there. But it's also a test. It's a test to see how much sympathy you have for them. So don't let your guard down with this person. And last but not least, now, I got to preface this by saying this is not the solution to every problem, okay? There's a very specific time and a place for this particular solution. And it's very specifically for somebody who knows you or somebody that you have past history with. If they start playing their fucking game again, ghost them. Ghost. Poof. Ghost them. You know why? Because you know me. I don't have to explain shit to you. You're going to say that same old fucking thing that started that same old fucking argument back then. I'm not going there with you. You know what you're doing. You know what happens every time you start pushing these buttons. Every time you bring up that shit from the past. Every time you say that thing that you know digs up under my skin. You already know what you're doing. All it does is lead to an argument every single time. I'm not going there with you. Poof. If you start playing that game again, I'm ghosting you. I'm not explaining nothing to you because I don't have to. You know what you're doing. Now, that's not the solution to everything. If you're dealing with somebody that doesn't know you all that well, you want to make sure that you explain yourself clearly and fluently. But if you know me, you know what the fuck you're doing. You know what you're doing. All right. Dadgummit. Scorpio. What are the messages for Scorpio? Please give me some rainbows and unicorns, Scorpio. Uh-oh. Ooh. Way too many cards came out, but the Tower card is screaming at me. I'm going to put this back in the deck. If it's meant to come out, it'll come out. All right, Scorpio, what are the messages? Ooh, Two of Swords reversed. It's looking like a final decision is being made. Let's see what that decision is. Last shuffle, last one. Knight of Wands. Ah, man, I feel like you're over it, dude. I feel like you're over it, honestly. This person is just too inconsistent. I think you know your value. You know what you deserve. You know your true value and your worth. And you're getting to a point where you're not settling for less. Even if it hurts, even if it kills you. And I think a lot of you are making a very difficult decision. Very difficult decision to throw in the white towel on this. But when you deal with somebody that just they're just inconsistent, and all you got to do, man, we're all grown adults here. I'm not asking you to build a fucking rocket. I'm asking you for common human decency. When you say something one day, say the same thing the next day. If you say you're going to do something, follow it up with action. If you don't think you're going to follow it up with action, don't fucking say it. Okay? Simple. Right? This childish communication shit, saying one thing one day, another thing another day, saying one thing and doing another, all this little inconsistent shit. We ain't got no time for that, dude. We ain't got no time for that. And I think you're putting your foot down with this situation. I think so. It's looking like new communication coming in. I'm thinking once you put your foot down and make a decision for your highest good, that's when you level up, especially if it's a hard decision. I don't know if you knew this or not. And this is for everybody. I don't care who you are. I don't care why you're watching this video. Every time you make a decision for your highest good, especially a painful decision, you take a step up. You level up. And I know some of you were like, well, goddamn, I've been doing that for the last 5 years. Okay, well, you may be climbing a hell of a staircase then. But every time you walk away from somebody that you know does not serve your highest good, you level up. Especially if it's hard to walk away from. Like a family member. How many of you have had to walk away from that toxic fucking family member just because you know they're no good for you? Don't matter who it is. Mom, dad, brother, sister, son, daughter. You walk away from it and it hurts, man. It's hurtful. But you know it needs to be done regardless of how it feels. You level up when you do that. Every time you make a decision that you know serves your highest good, you level up. And that's what I'm thinking is happening here. You're putting your foot down on this situation. Next thing you know, boom. You're going to see the results of your level up. I'm thinking you got something coming in that puts this person to fucking shame. But it can't happen until you release the energy that's weighing you down. Some of you dealing with a Cancer. Let's see, who else do I got here? I got Cancer. Cancer again. And Leo. Well, what advice does the cards have? What advice do the cards have? Man, I'm going to tell you what. Lover's card, dude. Look, look. No matter what you want in life, no matter what you want, if you want to level up and attract something that's unlike anything you've ever had, you're going to have to let go of vibrational weight that's holding you down, okay? Thank you, Liz, for the super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you. If you want... Now, okay, so you know how they always say you lose 90% of your friends and family on the path to success? You know how they say that? Well, don't take that the wrong way. That doesn't mean that I'm successful. That means I'm better than you. That's not what that means. It's not what that means. What that means is everybody and everything that is in your life vibrates at the same frequency as you, okay? So your success is up here. In order for you to go from here to here, you are going to have to release something. Period. 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 There's no exception to that. There's no way to outsmart that. There's no way to manipulate that. You will have to let go of something that's hard to let go of on your path to success. Doesn't matter if it's success in business, career, or your love life. So just know that. Just know that. Don't waste a bunch of time sitting around trying to figure it out. You're just wasting your time. The longer you spend sitting around doing that, the more time you're wasting. Time is ticking. All right. Who was that? Was that Leo? All right. Virgo. Virgo. Virgo, Virgo. Boom, boom. Virgo. What are the messages? Wait a minute. Didn't we already do Virgo? No, wait a minute. That was Scorpio, wasn't it? What fucking sign am I on? No, that was Scorpio. Okay, now we're on Sagittarius. Okay. I'm getting all discombobulated. Let me clear the air. Let me clear the air. We already did Virgo. Yeah. I'm getting all discombobulated, y'all. That was Scorpio. If I accidentally said a different sign, my apologies. The universe knows what you needed to hear. All right. Sagittarius. 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 Boom, boom. What are the messages for the Sagittarius family? World card. Closure. Definitely the starting of an old cycle and the ending of a new, or starting, see how fucking messed up my brain is? The start of a new cycle, the ending of an old cycle. But I think this is closure. Yep. I think this is closure. All right. Yup. Okay. So again, all this past energy here. So I don't know. I don't think this is a reconciliation attempt. I really don't. Honestly, this kind of looks like an accident. I'm not really thinking either of you are planning on this. I don't know if you're just bumping into somebody, a past person out in public, or maybe they might show up in your inbox. If they did, it was definitely random. But somehow, some way, the universe is opening a door of opportunity for you to reconnect with somebody from the past. And I think that's going to be all that it really takes for you to let go of this. Yeah. Now, don't get it twisted. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that you're somehow able to see that this person has feelings that they're not being genuine about. Feels like this person cares a lot more than they're letting on. And somehow you're able to see that. I don't understand how. I don't know. Honestly, this doesn't make any sense to me. I'm just spitting it how it's coming to me. Hopefully you understand what I'm talking about. Somehow, some way, you're seeing that there's more going on with this person than meets the eye. And that opens a Pandora's box that makes you see them very, very differently. Very differently. Because you have to think about it. If you aren't even expressing how you truly feel on the inside, do I even know you? You know? Do I even know you at all? I think this is somehow, some way, this is opening up a Pandora's box that's making you see this person very, very differently. Very differently. Very differently. You may just be straight up catching this person in a lie. I don't know. I could sit here and speculate all night on how this unfolds itself. Like, maybe somebody could come to you and show you screenshots of a conversation they had with this person or something. Something is showing you that they are not who you thought they were. You're somehow seeing this person for who they really are. And I don't understand how. That made no sense to me. Hopefully it made sense to you. If it didn't, sorry, that's the best way I could decipher that. What's the advice for Sagittarius? What's the advice? What is the advice? Make peace with the past. Make peace with the past. You know, one of the things that holds us back more than anything when it comes to making peace with the past is not giving ourselves permission to admit to ourselves that we were wrong. Even, I'm not saying it's your fault, but the way we operate as humans, when you connect with somebody, you paint a picture in your mind of who you think that person is, and you become attached to the picture in your mind. At the end of the day, the person you love is the version that you've created in your mind of who they are. Now, hopefully, if you're dealing with an honest, loyal, respectable person of dignity and integrity, and the lens through which you view the world isn't too fucked up, cracked, and broken, hopefully the picture that you painted in your mind should be pretty close, a pretty accurate depiction of who this person actually is. Hopefully. It's never going to be 100% accurate, but it should be pretty close. But if you are dealing with a fragile, insecure liar with insecurities and emotional immaturity issues, at some point you're going to be handed evidence that proves that the picture that you painted in your mind of who you thought they were is horribly inaccurate. It's not at all who that person actually is. And the ego hates that. Oh, the ego hates that. The ego will destroy itself trying to justify the picture that it painted in its own mind. And it takes practice. It takes practice. But the quicker you can learn how to flip that switch and say, oh, wow, that's who you are? That's who you are. Okay, I was wrong. That's one of the hardest things to say to yourself, especially if you've known the person for a while. Especially the more time, effort, and energy you've put in to painting a picture in your mind of who you thought somebody was, the harder it is to admit that to yourself. I was wrong. I was fooled. I was conned. and you just hit Control-Alt-Delete and delete the picture that you painted in your mind. Takes practice. It takes practice. But the quicker you can give yourself permission to do that, the quicker you can make peace with and release the past. Okay, well, I was wrong. Control-Alt-Delete. I was wrong. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to reflect on everything I learned about that situation, and I'm going to use that on my path moving forward. It's okay, man. It's totally cool. It's totally okay. Make peace with the past. Don't run from it. Don't laugh it off. Actually make peace with it. All right, Capricorn. Capricorn. What are the messages for the Capricorn collective? Boom, 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 boom. Ooh, Five of Wands reversed. I'm sorry, Five of Swords reversed. Ooh, Queen of Cups. Damn, dog. There's the Five of Wands, speaking of which. Justice reversed. Devil reversed. Tower card reversed. So this looks like somebody keeping a very close eye on you. Pondering. Well, actually, I don't know if they're pondering on reconciling with you, or if they're trying to figure out whether or not you want to reconcile with them. And honestly, kind of feels for some of you like this person may just be spying on you to try to get some kind of glimpse into how you feel about them. This person's definitely putting a show on for you. They putting on a show, hoping like hell you're watching. Hoping like hell. But it's hard to say whether or not they're actually trying to be with you, or if it's just driving them nuts, wondering how they feel about you. That's kind of what this feels like to me. Because this feels to me like, you ever met one of those people that it's not that they want to be with somebody, they just want them to want them? You know that energy? You know that energy when somebody I just want you to want me. I don't want to be with you. I just want you to want me because I'm insecure. And that would make me feel better about myself. All right? There's some people who go around and elicit that reaction in people on purpose. You ever seen that? People who go around and they do everything they can just to get somebody riled up and attached to them, just so they can play cat and mouse with them, with no intentions of being with them. It just makes them feel better about themselves. That's what this energy feels like. Stupid, though, because if they would quit playing that fucking game, y'all could build something successful as fuck. Stupid, stupid, stupid fucking games people play, man. Stupid. Such a waste of fucking time and waste of energy, you know. Could be a Gemini for some of you. Could be a fellow Capricorn. Also have Libra. All right. I guess let's get the advice. What's the advice? Boom, boom, boom. Whoo! I was hoping for rainbows and unicorns tonight. Didn't happen that way, did it? Dadgummit, dadgummit. What's the... Hey. Okay, check this out. So the person you're dealing with is putting on a show, hoping that you're watching. Okay? So how about this? You actually get to work building a life that's worth living. while they're out there trying to make it look like they're living a life that's worth living, you focus on actually creating a life that's worth living. Okay? I'm thinking a conversation is going to have to be had between the two of you at some point, though. At some point. But I'm going to tell you what. I know you hear me say this a lot, but your divine life partner, I don't even want to say will make you look back on this person and laugh. It'll make you look back on this person and kick yourself in the ass. It'll make you slap yourself. When you meet your actual person, you look back on this person and smack yourself. What the fuck was wrong with me? Why did I waste a minute of my fucking time on that person? At some point, a conversation is going to need to be had between you and this person. What I would do, though, if I was you, like I said, right now they're out there putting on a show and playing a game. Fuck putting on a show. You actually work on building value in your life. So that maybe when the time comes that it's time for us to have that conversation, I'll have some real fucking results in my life. And you won't. You got a bunch of smoke and fucking mirrors, you know? Which, that's probably one of the worst epidemics in today's day and age. Is motherfuckers just smoking mirrors. All a bunch of fake bullshit. Fuck some fake bullshit. Create the real results in your life. All right. Dadgummit, man. Aquarius, please give me some rainbows and unicorns, dude. Give me some rainbows and unicorns, for fuck's sake. Aquarius. Aquarius. What are the messages for Aquarius for the week? Hangman reversed. So this looks like a person that you're getting tired of waiting on. King of Pentacles. Hang on. Some of you dealt with an earth sign, possibly. Okay. Yeah, I think this situation, you're just getting fucking tired of waiting on it. Yeah. You getting tired of waiting on this. Yep, so you're exploring other options. This is you've been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Finally, you're just like, you know what, fuck it. It honestly kind of feels like you've just been waiting on it so long that you can't even hold on to it anymore. So you're just completely letting go of this altogether. Probably exploring quite a few potential love options, but honestly, it doesn't really look like anything that's sticking right now. Now, when it comes to the person that you're dealing with, I think they want to talk to you. They just can't tell how you feel. So they're trying to avoid conflict. They can't tell how you feel. They don't know if you're mad at them. They're scared. I think they're scared to talk to you. They're afraid to talk to you. But of course, they're playing it off and pretending they don't give a shit. But they don't want any drama or any conflict. They have no clue where they stand with you. No clue. So you're getting to the point where you're just going to let go and let the tower fall. Some of you dealt with a Pisces. Could be a fellow Aquarius. I also have Scorpio and Gemini here. Okay. Yeah, see this person? They're looking at you and it just looks like you are doing good and not giving two fucks. This is how they're seeing you. They ain't going to approach that. They're not going to approach that. You look like you're at a place in life where if they tried to approach you, you just laugh at them. Like, what the fuck do you want? You know? Now, is that your stance? I don't know. I mean, you tell me. Is that how you feel about it? Maybe for some of you it is, for some of you it's not. But that's the way they see you. Like you would just laugh at them, like, what the fuck do you want? You ain't nothing but a fart in the wind. What's your name again? I don't even remember what your name is. Oh yeah, you got blue eyes? Oh, I forgot about that. You know? It just looks like in their mind that you've just moved on and you are so far past this that they don't want to embarrass themselves, basically. So let's get some advice here. What's the advice for Aquarius? Boom, boom, boom. What's the advice? Hey, Four of Wands reversed. Looks like the universe is closing the door on this, man. Looks like the universe is closing the door on this. Two of Cups reversed. Is what it is. So now the window of opportunity for you and this person to try to hash things out or work things out is being slammed shut. Being slammed shut. Aquarius season, new timeline, slamming the door shut on the past. But there is still a karmic tie here. Now, though, it's just completely 100% up to you to release the karmic tie. And just because you're letting go and moving on doesn't mean that you release the karmic tie. Okay? You're good. You're good for now. Okay? Don't worry about it right now. You've finally been able to release and move on. Okay, just roll with that for now. But just keep in mind, later on down the line, you're going to have to dig that back up, process through it, and release it. Truly, truly releasing something, healing from something, does not just mean let go, move on, and forget about it. That's not true healing. That's not true releasing. It doesn't work that way. But for now, you're good. Stay on the path that you're on right now. Don't fight that process. All right. Okie dokie. Pisces. Pisces. What are the messages for the Pisces family? Queen of Pentacles reversed. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So this situation is starting to affect you in ways that are becoming obvious to people around you. Do you, by chance, have people coming up to you asking you if everything is okay? Maybe people at work, maybe family, maybe. Somebody come up to you, hey, everything going okay? You doing all right? You good? If they're not, they're thinking it. Because it's starting to show. It's starting to show through. Emperor reverse. Some of you dealing with the Aries. Okay, we got the Emperor and the Empress both reversed. Okay. Honestly, this is probably the most boring fucking spread that I've pulled all night. Honestly. Four of Wands reversed. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Queen of Swords reversed. Emperor, Empress reversed. Judgment reversed. This looks like a situation that is stuck in the mud. It's stuck in dried concrete. There is no forward movement happening with this situation. None. None. It's stuck. And you all are mirroring each other. Directly mirroring each other. But see, here's what's happening, and you may not even realize this. You're not the same person anymore. You are not the same person anymore. And that's a good thing. I think that was the whole purpose behind why everything happened the way that it happened. Some of you may realize it, some of you don't. But this situation is molding you and shaping you into a completely different person. Now, sometimes that can be a scary thing. Sometimes it can look like a bad thing. It can, depending on how big of a change this was supposed to create in your life. Oh, you can go through a period where that looks like it's for the worst. It can look like it, especially if the universe had to tear you down to rock bottom. But when you come out the other side of this, you are going to be the highest vibrational version of yourself. You're going to be the highest value version of yourself. Your friends and family are going to have to get to know you all over again on the other side of this situation. That's how much this is changing you. You've learned lifetimes worth of lessons with just this one situation. Lifetimes. Lifetimes, dude. And what happened between you and this person has put a permanent dent in the connection. And I think you're starting to realize that. You're starting to realize that the dent in this connection between you and this person is permanent. And no matter what you do, it's just never going to be the same between you and them ever again. This feels like something long-term to me. This has long-term written all over it. I know that's not all of you. I think the majority of the Pisces who need to hear this message, at least a good 75% of you, dealt with a long-term situation. Some of you, there may be kids involved, possibly. Whatever it is, though, you've only just begun. You're on a path right now that is going to lead you through a transformation that you never imagined possible. All right, well, let's get the advice. What's the advice for Pisces? What is the advice? Ooh, the Two of Swords. Hang on. You know what? Right now, don't drive yourself nuts trying to figure everything out right now. Don't do that right now. It's not going to make sense right now. You know why? Because it's not supposed to. If everything you were going through right now made sense, the universe wouldn't have had to put you through this. It's not supposed to make sense. It won't make sense until later on down the line looking back. You know, 9 times out of 10, the universe is not going to let you know why it's doing what it's doing until after it's done. You know why? Because if you knew, you would sabotage the path. We all would. We're humans. We all think we know what's best for us, and we don't know shit. We all think that what we want is the end-all, be-all. When 9 times out of 10, what we want does not serve our highest good. So if the universe actually let you know, you know what? Let me tell you a little story, okay? Let me wrap this up with this. My tarot career, okay? What I do for a living. It started off with me meeting some random stranger 1,000 miles away from where I grew up. She approached me and she says, "I'm supposed to read for you." Read for me? What are you talking about? What does that mean? You know? I don't know why. Spirit's telling me I'm supposed to read for you. Do I have your permission? Sure, I guess. You know? So we exchange numbers, and then she comes and picks me up a couple days later and takes me to her house. And then she starts flipping these weird, funny-looking cards with these strange pictures on them all over the place. And she starts telling me details about my childhood that nobody knows. She even channeled my dead grandfather. Freaked me the fuck out. This lady was obviously a psychic medium, okay? Anyway, long story short, she told me details about my childhood, details about what was going on now, and the things that were to come, okay? And it was scary fucking accurate. I'd never dealt with anything like that before. I didn't know what to make of it or what to think of it. So I just kind of tucked it away in the weird shit files that I don't want to fucking think about, right? Anyway, fast forward a year and a half later, I've moved another 1,000 miles in the opposite direction. And I'm sitting, scrolling through YouTube, and I start seeing these tarot videos pop up in my feed. And you know what my first thought was? That's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. Who the fuck would watch that dumb bullshit? That was my first thought. And then there was this little voice in the back of my head that said, yeah, but I got a reading before, though. That tarot shit's fucking real. But there is no way you can tell me anything about my life just by reading my zodiac sign. That is so fucking stupid. But goddamn, lots of people are watching these fucking things. These things are getting 10, 20, 30, 50, 100,000 views a piece. God damn. Finally, I clicked on one day. And it told the story of a situation that I was fucking dealing with. And I got hooked on it. I got addicted to it. Just like everybody else. Months and months and months later, I've been spinning in circles. Okay, well, you know what? I'm not getting the answer that I'm looking for. I'm broke. I can't afford a personal reading. But you know what I can afford? I can afford to take $17 up to the little spiritual store, get me a deck of these little shits right here, and I can learn this shit myself. So that's what I did. Went up to the spiritual store, got a deck of tarot cards, started learning to read the shit myself. That's what's going to give me the answer I'm looking for, right? It didn't. I was getting the same answer the YouTube readers were getting. Anyway, though, I got bored one day and decided to put a couple of tarot videos on my channel. Bada bing, bada boom. It blew up, accidentally turned into a career that brought me more success than anybody in my family. Now, what's the point I'm making here with this? I would not have ever even clicked a tarot video if I didn't get a reading a year and a half before that. Let alone what I have learned to read these fucking things. So that lady was a psychic medium. She had spirit sitting on her shoulder, telling her details about my childhood. But you know what spirit didn't tell her? Spirit didn't tell her why she was reading for me. Spirit didn't tell her that. Spirit did not tell her, hey, I'm having you do this because I need him to see that this shit is legit, because this is his assignment in just a couple short years. Because if she would have told me that, I would have completely sabotaged the path. What? I'm gonna what? Read tarot cards on YouTube? That is the dumbest fucking bullshit. What did you put in your crack pipe this morning, lady? You would not catch me dead. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. I would have completely sabotaged the path. Completely sabotaged it. You see the point that I'm making? It is way, way, way more likely that what's happening in your life right now is meant to serve a purpose that's not supposed to make sense. There's more things happening right now that you're not allowed to know than there are things that you need to know that you don't know. Way more often, okay? Think about that. All right, y'all. Well, I feel like those were the messages that all my signs of the zodiac needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. I greatly appreciate every last one of you that tuned in, played along, and showed love, support, and positive feedback. That's what makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to check the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. I will see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity.